Welcome one and all to this 9th episode of D Another D with me, Mike.
And me, Lilith.
And today we are going to carry on working on our puzzle screen here and how it works. There's a black image back there, which I think is fine. There's a few things to do. So we need to add a timer, perhaps stars or something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, maybe the check mark. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so actually we'll see right now. So it's still in this screen that we need to work. And in our gameplay, BG side button quit. That's the only thing that exists in our side at the moment. We are going to need a panel of some sort. So inside side, we're going to create a panel. So game mob empty. There you go. Rename this one to panel. Yeah, hit enter. Okay, let's fit it all. Hold Alt and Shift. Okay, release. Now we're gonna drag this down to approximately here. So we're gonna say that from the top we're gonna leave 155. I think that's pretty good. So what pieces of information do we need? We need whether the thing was completed or not. I think, or perhaps we need the size. We need a way to, we need a button to go and check the original picture. Right, so view full picture, something like that. Okay, so let's duplicate button quit. And put it in here and go with view picture. Oh, view pick. Pick. That's enough. Hit enter. Alright. Now one thing we forgot is we need our panel to have a vertical layout group. There it is, vertical layout group. We're gonna say width and height. And we're gonna say spacing 50 or something. Left and right, nothing. We're gonna leave everything alone here. Okay, now this button view pick is gonna have a text and it's gonna say view pick. Yeah, this would be in English, so we'll have something like that. And there's our button. Then we need other things other than the button. So there's the button. Let's duplicate this text. Let's drag it in the panel. Rename, change this one to text. Let's see. I think the level title should have the size in it. So this one should be something like best result. Best result. Yeah. And go something like my best. Yeah, that's it. Now enter. Now, after this, there's gonna have to be a panel that will contain the icons of the stars or the completion icons, unless we do that differently. So maybe completed or completion and then colon and then yes or no. Something like that could possibly be better. Darn it, this is not that easy to think about. Okay, call this one time. Yeah, let's drag this in. And this one should also have a vertical layout group. Okay, change this one to time title. Yeah, hit enter. You know, timer. Yeah, my bad. Now duplicate this one twice. And this one you're gonna call time current. Yeah, and this one is gonna be time best. And then we're gonna need something like an icon. Duplicate window. No. Right, so we may even put this inside time. I like that. So let's remove this vertical group, put this window in here. We probably don't need it, but it's okay. In fact, we don't. Rename this one to BG. Yeah, hit enter. Okay. And let's give this one button BG, I guess. What's our BG over here? None. That's odd. Oh, I see. Playfield, mask, and then it's got the puzzle image, and the mask is button BG. That's right. So the BG, we're gonna go with button BG, and we're gonna color it black. See it down here? And now we're gonna tell this one that it's going to have a vertical layout group, spacing of 20 or whatever. We'll see later. And we're gonna drag these three into here. Now duplicate this window again, and we're gonna put it in here. Now press Alt and Shift. Okay, release. Right, so now the first timer will say timer. That's okay. Let's see if we can make it left. Yeah, something like that. And then we're gonna tell it actually we want 20 from the left, 20 from the right, maybe even more, 25. How about 30? Yeah, and 30. So timer. Then you have time current. Let's do 99 minutes, 99 seconds, 999. I suppose seconds is sufficient. I don't think we're gonna make it that elaborate 99.99. That's our best. Now it's not gonna be that clear, this situation, so perhaps we should type the word current here. Yeah, and here type the word best. Okay, now let's grab these two and reduce their maximum characters to 40. There, so it's a little bit smaller. Now we're also gonna have some space from the bottom, from the top I mean. Actually from the top maybe we'll put 0, and from the bottom we'll put like a 20, maybe even 30. There. Right, so timer. I don't think 0 is a good idea. Let's try 10. There you go. So timer. Perhaps we can put its middle again. Yeah. And maybe we could change its color to this yellow or something. There you go. Timer. Right. And we should have a move counter too. So duplicate time. And call this one moves. this one, we're gonna say exactly the same. So instead of time here, put moves. And let's type moves here again. Copy the word moves, just so we're a bit faster. Moves over here. And no. Control V. Oh, you must have lost it. Control C. Control V. And Control V. Okay, so moves best. Now I think the moves probably belongs above the time, and we should put some. Layout elements. So it's not so much minimum width. We need a minimum height of 50 or something, and these we're gonna add a component layout element preferred height. Let's squeeze that. So view pick, let's increase this minimum width to 75 is probably okay. And these, we're going to increase this number. Okay, there we go, as much as possible, so 2000 or something. And then again, the button view pick. Let's see if we can increase it a bit. 100 seems fine, I think, so it looks the same as the other button. And I think I still want these two texts to be a bit smaller, so let's reduce their size further. 30 there. That's how this looks like, right? Maybe we could say current could be a little bit bigger, so let's grab current to 35. Okay, so that works. Now what we need to do is we need to have all of this information and we need to populate it as well. Okay, and then the view pick button needs to do things, so there's quite a bit of code we need to write. Also the level title needs to be updated, which means each level needs to have a title. There's a lot to do. Okay, so here we have the level picks sprite, right? So a sprite is a picture, and this is where we put all of our pictures. We're gonna make a small change. We're gonna create our first struct. Okay. Now you don't know what this is, but basically it's a way to put multiple different variables all in one single group. Okay. So then you can access that group. So here you can say public space. Now struct, S-T-R-U-C-T. There it is, struct. Okay, and now we're starting with a capital. Call this one level info, capital I, info. Now open a squiggle, hit enter and close it. Now in the struct we're gonna tell it what it's going to have, and it's going to have a sprite, that's for sure. So copy this, paste it here, and call this one level pick, just one. That's good. So we got the sprite. Then what else are we gonna need? We're going to need the title. So public string space title, level title. Call it level title. No lowercase l for level, it's a variable. Level title. Semicolon. And should we add, like when you complete a level, maybe some kind of message that's personalized to that picture? Something that says like, we took this picture when we were there, blah blah blah.
Sure.
Okay, so then you put a public string level description. description. Just desk is probably sufficient. Desk, like that. Now, one thing I forgot is we need to be able to edit this in the editor. So we're gonna add a keyword, system, a property, serializable. This will make it visible in the menus in Unity. And here where it says sprite level pics, we're gonna change it to copy level info and paste it here. And let's call this one level info. Save. Okay, now stuff is gonna break a bit, and that's normal. So we're gonna copy this level info, paste it over here. Current level ID dot level pic. Paste it here. Level info dot length. Save. Okay, let's see if we get more compilers. I think we should probably. Maybe not. Yeah, there's another compiler. Okay, so paste it here. Dot level pic. Save. Okay, so that's good. Now let's quickly go back to the editor, and you'll see a pretty important change. So now in the game manager, there's level info. Okay, if you expand level info, there's none. But let's that's fine. Let's add. We had 6, I believe. Right. Well, let's add 1 for now. So element 0 needs a picture. So we're gonna pick the Lotus, for instance. Okay. Level title, and you can call this one Daddy's Lotus. Yeah, and then Lotus. I'm thinking, by the way, that you know what? This doesn't matter a whole lot. And the reason why it doesn't matter a whole lot is because it doesn't matter a whole lot because all of these texts will have to be somewhere else, and we're gonna have to translate them too. So I think we should use some other system to do this. Is there any reason for us to keep the struct? Because if we're getting rid of the title and of the description, I mean, I suppose for now we can keep them. No, just leave that there. It's fine. Let's put a 6 again. And now we're just gonna change the picture to the boat and put ship. Then tulips, put a day in Holland. Who else? Spider, copy a day in, paste it, Australia. It doesn't even matter, this just so we have something. And then the next one is, yeah, let's leave that is Lotus again. Right, so now we have this information, so give this a save. Okay, now the game manager in the gameplay will have to have access to various things. So let's see here, we have title, main menu, and now gameplay. Yeah, fix this S so it's an A. Save. Okay, so for the gameplay, we're gonna have a bunch of stuff. These are all states, so it doesn't particularly matter. But there is at least one that we need. Wait a moment. The heck? Where are they? Okay, there they are. Rows, cells. Okay, these are all private. So do we find them? How? Let's see. No, reset stage, blah blah blah. I don't see any. I don't see any way in which we control those, but there should be one. So there's the cells. Hit Control F. Okay, this allows me to find them. Setup UI. Hit Control R twice here. Let's fix this real quick. And in here, type the word with starting with a capital gameplay. Yeah, hit enter. Okay, so the rows and the cells are set up there. Therefore, it is a good idea for us to cut this and put it in here. Okay, so save. Now, what we're also going to need is, but wait a moment. So the rows is game object, y count, cells, rows, instantiate, row container. There's a row container then, and there it is. Okay, cut these three and put them in here. Save. Alright, so this should help a little bit with our mental order. Now, we've got the rows, etc., etc. We got a row container as well. Hit save real quick. Now let's check our screen here. So in our main picture, the row container is going to be which of these? I don't know. So somewhere here, there's going to be a row container. Now you see, this is quite uncomfortable to read. All of the variables are stacked together. We're going to make a change. Instead of keeping this comment over here, we're going to do this. Check this out. Header. Okay. And now I can't quite remember. I think it's round bracket. And then we're going to do, say, this. And here you're going to type gameplay, all capitals. Save. Watch what happens now. We've got a header. Okay, so that's going to be quite useful. Save. It's going to be quite useful to separate the variables comfortably. Copy this one. Put it here. Type main menu all capitals. Yeah, put a space between them. And paste again. Title, all capitals. Okay. Save. And now, this is going to be much more readable. See? Now I know these public variables. So puzzle image says here. Aha, that's the one. So this one becomes the parent. Now this one should have an image and it should be visible, but not always. Or it should be visible, but it should be black in color, etc. Because we're gonna have to do a bunch of things. So good, the puzzle image is the one we're gonna have to impact. Let's just put it on color black. Okay, so when we set up the gameplay UI, we scramble the shape, split sprite. When is that happening? So start level, let's see. Puzzle sprite is level info. Change game state to gameplay. Change game state gameplay. Split sprite. Okay, split sprite, set up gameplay UI. Sounds good. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take the row container, I believe, would be the one. Aha, change this to image. And instead of row container, rename this one to solved image. Lowercase s banana, it's always a variable. Ay, ay, ay. solved image. Okay, save. Now it's crying that it doesn't know what image is. That's because we don't have using Unity Engine UI. Copy all of this, paste it here, dot UI, and now image will finally appear. Okay, so it's gonna be unhappy, and we're gonna say row container dot transform, and this will fix this. Right, row container doesn't exist anymore. Never mind. What do we call solved image? Copy it and paste it here. Save. Okay, now since we're already here, let's also say paste solved image. Paste it. Dot sprite. Dot sprite. There it is. And equals, copy this, equals, and paste, semicolon, save. Okay, solve the image sprite equals puzzle sprite. Now, one thing we're gonna have to do, right, is every time we click this button, view picture, the buttons, the cells need to vanish slowly. And all the other things, and the background needs to appear slowly. Okay, so we're gonna need a coroutine. Remember, animations need coroutines? Of course you do. Okay. So here you're gonna say void space start with a capital S this time. So start pick fade. Open around. You're gonna request a boolean, so bool space, call it on off, on, and then capital O off, and then comma, bool space again, insta, INSTA, which is short for instantaneous, which means something happens immediately. Okay, so start pick fade, copy this entire thing, paste it here, stop pick fade, and this one doesn't need anything, and then here you need an I enumerator, so type I enumerator, EN
space or not?
No, there, I enumerator, and call this one pick fade, capital P, pick fade, and copy this, paste it here, paste it, close, open squiggle, close, save. Alright, so this is gonna be so we can fade this, the background picture and the foreground picture and everything. And so we're gonna need a few things. We're gonna need the color for the background picture, well, the two colors when we're fading. We're gonna need the colors for the cells when we're fading as well. That's not that simple because it must depend on excuse me, it must depend on when what color it is. So if you're hovering on one, it should make it go away, but I think we'll do that in a bit of a different way. So I suppose plus that's the selection box, so that doesn't matter. Yeah, so we're going to have the colors for this, and then they need to be stored here. So let's see, I think we already have some colors. Yeah, so copy this and paste it here, paste it here, and call this one fade colors. F-A-D-E. It's a variable, Lilith. You're gonna make me go mental with this. Equals new color, 2 colors. Here type color dot black. We're giving it default values. Color dot black. There it is. And then color dot white. So we need the picture to go completely invisible, right? Dot white. My bad. Yeah, type white. And I just realized something, that this will only work for the background. So save. And so rename this one to copy all of this, paste it here, and put a capital F. Save. Now copy the entire thing, paste it here, and cell, type the word cell here, cell image fade colors, save. Yeah, leave it on these defaults, but they're gonna have to be different. Okay, so we got the colors. Now we're gonna need the duration, how long the fade takes. So go public float. Float, that means a number that can be very small, sort of thing. And this one you're gonna call fade duration. Why did you put it capital again? Come on, get on with the plan. Fade duration. All variables start with a lowercase with one exception. By the way, one exception that we'll see soon. And that's just my personal decision. It's not really a rule. Give it 2 seconds, so 2F. Right? And now we're going to need a, let's do a curve. So public animation curve. Animation, there it is, curve. Now call this one curve lower underscore. Curve underscore. And call this one fade. Semicolon. Save. And now the last one for now is going to be private. Yep, there it is. Coroutine. No. Coroutine. And this is the exception. Hold shift and type COR, all 3 letters capitals. I like to do this so I can see them right away. Core, and then call this one fade. Lowercase, fade, semicolon. Save. Alright, so we got all of these variables ready. Let's copy this one. Go all the way down here. We're gonna say if, open around, paste is not, so exclamation mark equals null, N-U-L-L, close round, open a squiggle, hit enter twice, close it. Stop coroutine, just start typing stop, it should appear immediately. There it is. Open round, paste, close round, semicolon. Paste again, equals null, semicolon. Save. Paste it again here and do nothing. Actually, you can just do equals start coroutine. Just start typing start. There it is, start coroutine, open round, copy pick fade, paste it, and feed it on off. Close, close, semicolon. Save. Okay, now copy stop pick fade, paste it here, open close round semicolon, save. Alright. So we are stopping it first, then we're starting it, but we're only gonna start it if it's not insta. So you're gonna say if exclamation mark insta. It always means not exclamation mark insta. Close round, open a squiggle, close the squiggle, else E-L-S-E. So it means if instead it's insta, then we're gonna have to do certain things. Save. Now the reason you may want to have this as an instantaneous possibility is because you want to when you launch the game, when you enter the level, you want to immediately see the scrambled picture, right? So you don't want to fade into the scrambled picture from the main picture. You want to see the scrambled picture. So that's why we need this insta thing. So this will deal with itself. We're fine with that. This one though, we need to tell it a few things, but we're gonna tell it a few things after we've done the coroutine. So in the coroutine, we're gonna need a bunch of things, I think. Sort of though, not really. It would depend on the first one. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. So we're gonna declare a bunch of colors. We're gonna need 4 colors declared. So here, create a new color, so capital C color. And call this one S, which is short for start, S. And then you're gonna say, no, you don't need ST, just S. And then capital solved, capital S solved color. Yeah, and now you're gonna say equals, and this one is going to be solved image.color. Solved image. This dot color. Yeah, that's the one. And now copy this declaration and assignment, paste it, and paste it, paste it. Okay, we're gonna change this one to E. That stands for end. This one we're gonna leave an S, but type cell with a capital C. And E and cell. So S cell color is gonna be the color of the first cell. So we're gonna go to copy cells. Wait a moment. Yeah, well, we need to see how the cell behaves. Do we have a... Okay, we're gonna create a public color. Yeah, space color, capital C, color. And call this one get cell color, capital G. Yeah, get cell color. Chat asks us, do you have lots of kids or do you just pick a random age for the title of each stream? No, I have lots of kids. Okay, get cell color. Sounds good. Now for this one, we need the box image. Copy this. Here you go, return. That's how you give something back. Return. Space. Paste. Dot color. Save. So this is how we're gonna get the color from this particular cell. We also are going to have to set the color of a particular cell externally. So here we're gonna say public void space set cell color with a capital S. set cell color. Open, close round, open a squiggle, hit enter twice, close it. Now let's request a color here. So copy the word color, paste it here, paste it, and call it C, lowercase c. And here we're gonna do the opposite. We're gonna set the color. So you're gonna copy this, paste it here, equals C, semicolon, save. All right, so that's fairly easy. What's going to happen is we're going to set this color using this particular function, and this is the function we're going to use to get the color. So here we're going to get the color of the first cell. So we're going to say, right here, you're going to say cells. Now we know at least one exists, so we're going to say cells 0 dot get color, or get whatever we call it. Just start typing get cell color. That's the one. Semicolon. Okay, save. Now for the end solved color, it will depend. What will it depend on? On off. So if on off is true, that means we want to see the background, right? If we want to see the background, then the end color is going to be white, or this second color. Otherwise, it needs to be the first color. So we're going to take this one, so copy, and then you're going to paste it here. Now you're going to open a square bracket, and here I'm going to teach you how to put an if very, very short. So copy on off, paste it here. Now question mark 1:0. Save. Now the way we read this is if on off is true, then 1, otherwise 0. That's what this means. If on off is 1, excuse me, if on off is true, then give me a 1, otherwise, therefore on off is false, give me a 0. Okay? So if you want the background to be shown, we want to see color 1. Otherwise, we want to see color 0. Now for the other one, that's for the cells. So copy the cells, image, fade, colors, etc. It's going to be the opposite. It goes backwards. So paste it here, copy this, paste it here, and we're going to say if we want to see the background, then we want to hide the cells. If we don't want to see the background, then we want to show the cells. Save. Okay, so this is getting somewhere. Another thing we're going to need is we're going to need our timer that passes. So we're going to create a variable called float. I mean not float, of type float. F-L-O-A-T. Hey, float. There it is. Space, and call this one passing time. Passing time equals 0f. 0f semicolon. Okay, we're finally almost there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a while loop to make the passing time be checked. So you're going to type while, W-H-I, there it is, it's already there, hit tab twice. Okay, now copy passing time, paste it here, paste it. Now it's going to be lower or equal to 1f, save. So as long as passing time hasn't reached its end, we're going to continue doing a thing. Now this thing is going to contain at least 3 lines. It's actually going to be a few more. Now copy passing time, paste it here. Now passing time needs to go up by time dot fixed delta time. Time, there it is, hit tab, dot fixed, there it is, hit tab, divided by the duration, fade duration. So if we said, for example, that the fade duration is 2 seconds, which is what we said, time is gonna go up by the amount of time that passed between this calculation frame and the next calculation frame. So let's say 1 millisecond, but it's gonna be divided by the duration. So 1 millisecond divided by 2, so half a millisecond. So it's gonna continue increasing, but more slowly, because we gave it a certain duration that's higher than 1. Because anything divided by something higher than 1 is a smaller number than what it was originally, right? Now here at the end we're going to say yield return new, and here you can type wait for fixed update. Just type W. Now A. There it is. Semicolon. Save. So these are the 2 important lines that deal with the time passing. Now what we need to do here is we actually need to assign the correct colors. So we're going to say copy solved image.color, paste it here, and here we're going to say equals, and you need to lerp the color. So it's going to be color.lerp. Yeah, just type color. There it is. Color.lerp. Unclamped. No, we need it clamped. Lerp, and we're going to go between the starting solved color. So copy. Paste it. Paste it again. We're just going to change this to E, to the ending solved color. Now we need that curve to evaluate the time. So it's this one, curve fade, copy. And you paste it here. Dot evaluate passing time. Close, close, semicolon. Save. So that's 1. Now we need to do the same with each cell. This means we need a for loop for every cell. So here you're going to type for, tab, tab. We're going to go for the length of the cells. So cells.length. There it is, cells dot there it is, dot length. Now you can copy cells, paste it, square bracket I dot set color. I believe we called it set something, can't remember. Set cell color, and now we need to feed it a color. Now the color is going to be a similar calculation to this one. The problem is that calculation takes quite a while to do, and we would be just repeating it. We can calculate the color we want once. So let's create another color right here. So actually just copy this entire thing over here. Paste it here. And call this one C. C will mean current. C cell color. So before the loop, we're gonna say copy C cell color. Paste it here. Copy this entire thing. Paste it here. Copy S cell color. Paste it here. Copy E cell color. Paste it here. Curve fade. Okay. Set cell color is going to be copy cell color. Paste it here. Close the round, semicolon. Save. So as you're looping through the cells, you're not recalculating the cell color anymore. You've already known it. You've calculated it before. That's the point. We could have put this entire piece of text in here, but that would mean that every single piece of the loop you would be repeating the same calculation, which you don't need to do. You already know what color you want. So you then assign it to each and every one of the little cells. And that should do. So copy, stop, pick, fade. Put it right here at the bottom. Semicolon, save. Okay, now we need to deal with the insta, right? So we know it's insta. We're gonna copy both of these, actually all of these, copy all of these, paste here, and we're gonna use copy this and paste here. Okay, and then copy this and then paste here. And we can delete this. Save. So this is done immediately, right? Boom. Instantaneously sets the color we want. But it also stops the pick fade. Now we need another thing. We need a status. While the picture is fading, we don't want to be able to click on things. Okay, so here you're going to say public space bool space fading. Semicolon. Save. Copy. Paste equals false. There it is. False. There it is. And then you can copy this entire thing. And right here, paste equals true. This is where we start fading. Save. Now, if it's true that we're fading, we want to unselect every single tile. We want to unselect it. Another way would be, so how do we do it when we move the cell? Stop movement. Busy false. Aha. Selection image raycast target is true. No, don't do anything. I'm just reading how we did it. So this, we're going to create another void here. You can do public void. Public void. Yeah. Activate cell with a capital A. Activate cell. Open round. Bool. Space on off. Because we need to be able, and capital off. Close round, semicolon. Close round, open a squiggly, hit enter twice, close it. Okay. Now copy this entire thing. Paste it here, copy this, paste it here. Okay, now copy this, paste it here, open the round, close the round, and I believe there's going to be one over here. Yeah, copy this, paste it here, copy this, paste it here, save. All right, so we're gonna deactivate the cell if we fade. That's what we're gonna do. So let's go to Game Manager, and if we start the pick fade, here you want to say cells, square bracket I, close square bracket, dot activate there you go, activate cell, open round, the opposite of on off, so exclamation mark on off, close the round, semicolon, save. Now there is only one question here, which is we should do this activation of the cell, well, the activation of the cell here, only if the only if we're not fading. So you're gonna say exclamation mark game manager. Yeah. Dot script dot fading. So if we're not fading, save. We should also check if we're not faded. Right, because we should, yeah, we should check if we're in the, like, checking out the big picture, right? So let's go public bool viewing, you type viewing IEU W, I mean, yeah, viewing solved, capital S. So if we're viewing the solved image, semicolon, save. So copy viewing solved. Okay, now viewing solved. So pick fade, fading is true, and here if on off. So if we want to see the thing, paste it here, equals true, semicolon, save. And right here we're gonna copy this, and we're gonna say if, paste it, if not on off, then view and solve this false. Save. And here you're gonna do, copy this, view and solved, paste it here, copy this, paste it here, save. So if we're viewing the solved, that's what's going to happen. Now in the cell, we also need to check that we're not viewing the solved. And exclamation mark game manager script viewing solved. And we're not, so if we're not viewing solved and we're not fading right now, then we can activate the cell through this. Otherwise, the other guy's gonna take care of it. Now this guy needs to still take care of it because it's not really done it. So here, if we're viewing the solved, then we need to loop through all of the cells, copy this, paste it here, and copy this and paste it here. So active, save. If activate the cell, the opposite of view and solved, copy this, paste it here, save. Copy all of this, paste it here, save. Okay, so that's where we turn it off. If it's done instantaneously, it's fixed immediately. All right, so that should all work. Anything else? Excuse me. I don't think so. I think we're good here. But we are gonna have to call it, and the button doesn't have an enum yet. So this custom button needs to be called gameplay. So the word gameplay, all lowercase. Underscore view solved. View and then capital S solved. Save. Yeah. So if we click on view solved, then we need to well, show or hide, and we're gonna do it via the custom button here. So here you're gonna say case space tab dot G for gameplay. Oh, there it is. Colon. Copy the word break here. Paste it here. All right. Copy all of this. paste it here, and here you're gonna say, maybe we should have a dedicated, yeah, let's do this. So public void capital T toggle GGLE. It means turn on and off. Toggle, yeah. Solved image. Open, close round, open a squiggly, hit enter twice, close it. Hit enter twice, close it. Save. And copy start pick fade. Paste it here. So the on off is going to be the opposite, so exclamation mark, or of viewing solved. And instead it's going to be false. Alright, save. And start pick fade needs to happen actually when we begin. So let's see here, setup gameplay UI. And here you can also say, excuse me, copy this. Yeah. Paste here. False, comma, true. There it is, false, comma, true. Close around, semicolon, save. So when we begin, we're going to display the tiles, not the background. Okay, so that should be fairly easy. Anything else that I can think of? Maybe not. There might be, excuse me, there might be errors. Oh yeah, of course, there will be. We didn't set up the button because we never picked it up. So here you can do a public. Actually copy all of this, paste it here, copy all of this, paste it here. Change this one to gameplay quit. And change this one to toggle solved. Toggle solved. Save. Copy this. Now when we have set up gameplay UI, that's the one. There it is. Paste it here. Dot. Set up. Set up something. I don't remember. Yeah, set up button. And I don't think it needs an ID. Semicolon. Save. Copy this entire thing. Paste it here. And now we're gonna go with the other one. Copy toggle solved. And paste it here. Save. Cool. Alright. Now there's a bunch of things we need to fix here. So, it doesn't know the solved image, which is puzzle image. Button gameplay quit. Button quit. Button toggle solved. View pick. Solved image fade colors, that's correct. And cell fade colors, that's almost correct. We're going to tell it it's black, yes, but it's also fully transparent. Fade duration 2 seconds. Ease in, ease out curve, meaning it starts slow, accelerates, slows down again towards the end. Alright, let's see if this works. Start, small, view pick. I think I know why. I think we forgot to tell it what this does, because it says menu quit here. Gameplay view solved. Pretty important. Oh, I just noticed something. The button's red, which is incorrect. Okay, so it's not even working. So I don't know why, but we'll find out. But it's not supposed to be red like the quit button. It's supposed to be another color, like bottom button previous. Sure. Okay, so these three colors. Let's just copy this entire component. Go to button we pick and go paste component values, and then change it again to view solved. Save. Alright, so why is it failing on viewing on dealing with that? Oh, because we forgot to save this. Save. Alright, it's all wrong. So toggle, I think it's called. There you go. Toggle solved image. Save. Alright, let's see if this is gonna work now. Should do. Start. Small. I have clicked, but it's not happening. Alright, we're gonna have to check why, so I'm going to quickly go over here. Toggle starter, so debug log here. That's the first question. So we're gonna check if we get there. Alright?
Alright.
So here at the bottom it should say here. No, we don't even get there. Alright. Toggle solved image. Custom, but because it says menu credits. What the heck? Hey? That will solve it, I think. Alright, so let's try again. Oh! Did happen the second time. Not the first time. So here you can't click on anything now. So
maybe if you click a second time, it goes back to the...
Well, there's something wrong with our logic. That's basically the problem. So viewing solved. So it goes to opposite of viewing solved, false, start fade pick, blah blah blah, start coroutine, pick fade, fading true, viewing solved. Okay. I don't see. Well, one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change how long it takes for this to take place, because 2 seconds is a lot. So let's go to 1 second, or even 0.5, half a second. Now, I don't understand why it sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. So let's debug.log. Darn it. Log now, and then plus viewing solved. Okay. So we should get now true, and it's not happened. Now false. Now true. And if you do it too quickly, you bork it. I don't understand why this is sort of going nuts. This I don't quite get. So let's not maximize and play, so I can observe this. Let's clear it. So now I'm going to... Okay, see, now it keeps saying now true. So that doesn't make much sense. Let's see why. So now true, view and solved. So it restarts view and solved every time. But I don't understand because it says fading is true. And then if on off, which it is, view and solved is true. Like this should happen immediately. So if it does happen immediately, what the heck? Because it keeps saying true. So it was true when I'm trying to go to false. But I must be starting from false then. I don't understand. Oh, because it's waiting to go back. Yes, I do understand. So that button should not be pressable while it's fading. So we're going to say if game manager. Actually, we're not going to do it here. We're going to do it directly in the toggle solved image here. So we're going to say if not fading. So if we're not fading, that means we can actually press this button again. Otherwise, we can't. See, it's not working now. I can click like crazy, it doesn't change anything. This doesn't solve one more problem though. We have it that it doesn't work when we first click. So you can see that it says view and solved is true here, which is interesting. And now it's gone to false, and now it's gone back to true. So it starts at true for some reason. So I think we've got the insta wrong. View and solved insta. Oh, I think we're potatoes. I think we got it wrong right here. Start pick fade. Wait a moment. So it does say false true. Okay, so that's correct. False true. False true. Ah, view and solved is on insta. What? View and solved is gonna be on off. There. Okay, so that should fix the problem with it starting on true. It will now start correctly. Perfect. Now we can see the image. Right? So when you hear, see nothing's clickable. Now only at the end of the movement stuff is clickable. Right? So I can put this here. And then you can see how that remains in the right position. So it makes it quite comfortable to notice what's correct and what isn't. So here you can see how on the left side there's clearly an error, right? Right, so let's do this one here and this one here. Okay, so this should go here. Oh, I win. Right? Okay, so we kind of ran out of time. Look, it's 1 hour 15 already. So we're going to stop for today. Next time we're going to deal with the moves and the timer. And other pictures. Okay?
Okay.
Thanks very much for watching. We'll see you again next time. Bye.
Bye.